The forest was a living thing at night, breathing, shifting, whispering to itself. Sergeant Min led his squad along a narrow path swallowed by fog, their silhouettes stretching between tall trees like shadows trying to break free. Every step felt heavy, every sound felt amplified. They had been walking for hours, deeper into contested territory where maps became guesses and instincts became survival tools. Min raised his fist to halt the squad. A distant crack echoed through the dark, too heavy to be an animal, too deliberate to be the wind. The soldiers tightened their grips on their rifles. A silence followed, thick enough to choke on. Min scanned the tree line, reading the darkness like an old book. He didn't like what he felt. The forest was watching them, waiting. When they reached the old outpost, it looked like the forest had tried to consume it. Wooden beams sagged, vines choked the windows, and bullet holes pitted every wall. Someone had lived here. Someone had fought here. Someone had fled from here. Inside, Min found a half-destroyed table with scattered papers. A map lay torn in half. The ridge they were supposed to reach was missing from it. Min's jaw tightened. This wasn't an accident. Outside, Private Kin froze. A silhouette stood between two trees. Human. Still. Watching. But the moment Min turned, the figure slipped deeper into the forest like smoke. The squad wasn't alone.
The attack came like a lightning strike. Muzzle flashes tore the darkness open, spraying orange light across the trees. Bullets ripped through bark, scattering splinters like shrapnel. Min shouted orders as the squad dove for cover. Kien rolled behind a fallen trunk, returning fire with short, disciplined bursts. Silhouettes danced between trees, fast, coordinated, invisible as soon as they appeared. This wasn't a random patrol. This was a test. And as suddenly as it started, the firing stopped. The forest fell silent again, but not peacefully. It felt like a trap being reset.
The squad regrouped in the shelter of a shallow ditch. The medic worked quickly, pressing bandages onto a bleeding soldier's arm. Blood darkened the fabric. The soldier tried to laugh it off, but his shaking hands betrayed him. Nearby, Min inspected their gear and realized their portable radio had been hit. Clean, deliberate, useless now. Someone aimed for it on purpose. Someone wanted them blind. The squad sat in the eerie glow of moonlight passing through fog. Their breathing was uneven, their nerves stretched thin. Min looked across their faces, fear, determination, fatigue. They had lost contact. They had taken their first casualty. But the mission had to continue. Pre-dawn light seeped into the forest as they advanced into rougher terrain. Steep rocks, tangled roots, and narrow gaps made every step risky. The squad moved low, controlled, disciplined. The forest changed here, denser, quieter, colder. Even the birds avoided it. Min studied the ground, fresh footprints, broken branches, drag marks. Enemy scouts were close. Kien tapped Min's shoulder and pointed ahead. Tripwires. 3 of them, cleverly hidden under leaves. Min exhaled slowly. They weren't walking into danger. They were already inside it. The second ambush hit harder than the first. Gunfire erupted from the ridge above. Ming ordered his squad to split and flank. Kien sprinted to the side, sliding behind a boulder as bullets sparked off the stone. Ming suppressed the attackers with rapid, precise shots. An enemy fighter lunged from behind a tree, only meters away. Ming reacted instantly, tackling him into the dirt. They struggled in the mud, fists and elbows moving faster than thought.
Ming pinned him long enough for Qian to pull Ming clear and finish the fight. Smoke, gunfire, shouting, chaos wrapped in fog. But this time, the squad pushed through it. They advanced, they fought, they survived.
When the last shots faded, the forest returned to stillness. The squad emerged from the trees, battered but standing. Ahead, through the thinning mist, was the old forward base, a rusted metal gate, half-collapsed walls, and a courtyard covered in wet leaves. They approached carefully, expecting movement, expecting the enemy to reappear. But the base was empty, abandoned for years, echoing with nothing but wind. Men gathered his squad in the courtyard. No speeches, no orders beyond checking gear and catching their breath. For a long moment, no one spoke. The silence felt heavier than the firefight.
The sun began to rise, casting golden rays through the trees. The world softened, mist glowing, leaves shimmering, shadows retreating. The forest seemed gentler now, as if acknowledging what the squad had endured. Men stopped at a small clearing beside the base. A faded plaque was fixed to a moss-covered stone, names of soldiers who once held the outpost. Most of the squad bowed their heads, some whispering prayers, others simply staring in thoughtful silence. They had survived the night, the traps, the ambushes, but not all stories ended that way, and men knew this forest held many more names, spoken and unspoken. As they began their march back, their silhouettes stretched down the forest path, fading into the golden morning. The mission was over, but the memory would follow them home.